Hi, what's going on? Hi, hi, hi. It is I. My nails are still the same. They need to be done. It's overdue. It's overdue. It's overdue. And as you can see, I don't have my jewelry. I am completely naked. If I actually feel naked, the only thing that has anything on me are my nails. My nails are just like barely showing. Um, like I have on like this color, this like kind of skin tone kind of color. But I don't have my earrings because literally I one of them kept falling off. And so I had laid it down somewhere. And of course, that's a dangerous thing to do when you have cats. So now I was walking around for half a day like a pirate, and then I was like, oh man, like I gotta take it off. So those were nice earrings. So if I don't know where you are, but if you see this earrings, come back home. We miss you. So it's like, please, earrings. Like, honestly, what happened to you? I'm gonna have to go back to Etsy and buy them because I really like them. Actually, I like them, but they have like this weird kind of thing where, all right, so say that this is the hole. Ooh, I think we're about to talk about sex, and it's not that kind of conversation today. But basically, we have the hole, and then it has like the part where you put it through the hoop, through the ear, and then it goes in the hole, and then it makes an accessory. Ah, well, it's already an accessory, but yes, and then it makes it fashionable because it's on me. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, especially if I talk about the birds and the bees. I'm just gonna be like, you know what movie you wanna watch? No, I'm not gonna do that. No, it's like to be completely honest, it's gonna be weird if I ever have to do that. Thankfully, with my siblings, that when I back in the day when actually, fucks with those horrible trolls. I never had needed to have a conversation, just tell them about, like the birth movies. Mostly because they already knew about it. Those little fast ass kids, and it was just like, okay, wow. Like when I was a kid, okay, it took me a while. Obviously, you heard about the SA thing that I've told you about, but yeah. Once my mom, was like discovering, she was like, "Oh my goodness, like you're gay," possibly. She was just like, I didn't even know anything about like, the love or anything like that. So just, obviously on what you see on television. And even then I didn't even know anything. My dad took me to see Devil in a Blue Dress, and that didn't even explain what sex was. Um like there was just, obviously there was Denzel Washington looking fine as shit. And just really glistened people. And I really didn't understand what this was. Like he took me and because he was on a date. Can you tell about like how awesome he is as a responsible parent? Which is funny because honestly, hold on, let me interrupt my story. I literally before I had exit out my car, this as you can see, this is what my social life is like right now. So I exited out the car and I saw well no, before I exited out the car, I saw these cute little birds that I normally feed. And one of them just had a baby. So like congrats. I didn't even know that she was carrying. So she had a baby. The baby is just like, look like it's well to do because it's actually at a moment where it can fly. And you can tell when it's a baby because those little bitches are just so like hyper. They're so tiny and they're just very hyper, like you're just like chill, chill, chill. Um, but the mom obviously was super hot, and the mom was just like, "Oh my god, like it's so hot, and I have to find you some food." Oh my god! And I was just like, you know what? Lucky for you, I just came from someplace, so I gave her a piece of just go with me here. Like pretend that you actually give a damn about animals. So I I had like some garlic cheese bread, and I gave him some crust, like the end pieces of it, and I threw it out there, and she was just like, "Oh my god, thank you!" And she just grabbed it, and I was just like, "Yeah, like you can go ahead and give it to your baby," and she yeeted off, left the baby, left the baby. The baby had to follow her. I'm like, we're both looking like it's crazy. It's a crazy moment because I'm looking at the baby. I'm looking at the baby. The baby's looking at me temporarily, and the food is gone. So the baby obviously takes off to go follow. I'm guessing with the mother because for a moment that audacious moment where like the parent, or so I assumed, was going to feed the child, actually just, pilfered the food and dipped. I was just like, oh wow, like you must be the daddy, like a bum ass daddy or something like that. But to my, you know what, I gotta say, because I've seen some bum ass mothers too, and it's just, to the shame, for the shame. But, I mean, that was just so messed up. I was literally like, I was like, oh, I got some food for you. Here you go. You can go. Yeah. Like what the? Oh my gosh! Like seriously, what the? I cannot believe it. So I went back and forth to the car as I normally do, which is one of the things that is my part of my routine because of why being on the watch list and harassed by the government and stuff like that. I happened to go back to the car and I saw the bird give her a crumb, give the baby a crumb. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like she came back. So it is the mom or the dad. But either way, it was a very responsible moment and I'm happy. I was like, see, that's nice. I was about to call you out tonight. I was like worse. But yeah, like that was nice. That was a happy ending. So la la. Oh yeah, so devil in a blue dress. Yeah, I really don't understand. It was just a bunch of like glistening skin and just panting. I was just like, okay, I don't understand. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be watching this because normally my eyes are closed or it's really dark and I'm hearing things. It's almost like the reverse situation of a silent picture where you see it but you can't hear it. Normally, as a kid during sex scenes, you can hear it but you can't see it because you have a huge ass hand over your eyes. And if you happen to move that hand, you will get popped, which will make you not want to do that. So it's just like, yeah. So I'm just looking like, I'm very up close. I remember that because my neck was hurting. I was like, what it like I was kind of like, I was surprised, I was confused, and I was like, really, like this is what you guys were trying to like hide from me. Eventually, a couple years later, I learned about pornos. So it's like, again, my dad was a philanderer. Like he was a woman. I was even not a philanderer. No, he was a heavy ass womanizer. So yeah, we're all around, bro. So I was just like, yeah, yeah. So it was always like, oh, this is girlfriend. I was like, oh hi, how are you doing? Then another weekend when I want to spend the night with my dad's, it's just like, oh, this is my girlfriend. What? No, seriously. What happened to so and so? And it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, hi. And she's just like, hi. I'm just like, okay. This was like another time, and another time, and another time. But one of the times he actually settled. I was like settled down. With a girl, and her son showed me a bunch of like nudie films that they that he hid, and I was just like, what? That my father had hid, and I was just like, wow, okay, like okay. I was like, oh, it was so throwback. It was like the 1960s where she had like it was like a white girl. She had like this huge bush. I swear, that hair was bigger than this. Okay, it's like you couldn't see anything. You saw these, but you didn't see that. It was literally a whole bunch of hair, and it was just like it was weird, but it was just like, oh, okay. Oh well. Shortly after that, I didn't even know how I got on this fucking conversation. Oh yeah, okay, hold on, I because of the earrings. But see how I can definitely I'm the kind of person that can definitely keep a conversation going, but it's just like it's crazy. So anyway, but we'll just be all over the place. Somehow we'll talk about peanut butter and jelly sandwich and end up talking about how it looks like something like one of the constellations, and then we'll talk about the black hole and how probably it got misinterpreted back during the Babylonian period. Oh my god, like this is crazy. That's me, but I'm very antisocial. Because obviously I'm on a government watch list. Hi, my name is Shalise, and I'm on the government watch list unjustly, and I've been abused and harassed by a multitude of people. A lot of them, mostly of them, are the black people that's within the Trenton, New Jersey, and it started out foundationally by people that I knew. Literally somebody who I grew up with. Somebody intentionally decided to distort information about me and wanted to just be really evil. I gotta say, at the very end of the day, being on the government watch list for any type of, I guess, like suspicions or anything like that, the government can do that. What makes it unjust is that they have the public watching. So I've been unjustly put on the government watch list to be publicly humiliated, abused, harassed by people who and the Patriot Act. So that way, my people who were close to me, family, relatives, co-workers, and things like that, were to be silenced. And that's one thing. But it was just like these guys didn't have to abuse me. These guys didn't have to try to take my money away. People were doing a lot of, and people are doing a lot of things just to harm me and just to laugh, just for the fuck of it. And it's it's a very experimental situation because they've done a lot of dangerous and malicious things to me. But I am recording and I am documenting things and I am taking people to court and I'm definitely working my way up to getting social freedom and justice for what's happened to me. So if anybody ever wants to come out with any information, then please contact me. Please let me know because this has been it's not just unfair, but no, this is literally the government doing nothing. Like you can have the president, which he did today, the president jump on the screen just to try to confuse or distract, deflect, and a whole lot of things when it comes to just like gaslighting his own people. And own people, I mean like the nation. And then do this shit, which you guys are subscribed to. Like you obviously know that I'm not compliant with being like on being voyeured and being harmed and harassed. And it appears like I've been um, on the watch list and harassed and stuff like that and mocked for over 10 years since I was in my 20s. And people have just been, to find out that Black people have done this is obviously sellouts. This is like modern slavery, pretty much. So basically, yeah, this is what it is. My name is Shalise, and I am on the government watch list unjustly and the Patriot Act. So yeah, that is the day and stuff like that, and people get a rise out of it. I found that there are a lot of people who are racist. A lot of people who are racist, and a lot of people who are just self-serving, and it's like people who are my complexion, darker and lighter, of all races. So yeah, and I will talk about it. I it becomes it's At first I was like so traumatized. Obviously, this is a very traumatic experience, but it's you keep saying it more and more, and it becomes more like your voice shakes less the more time you say it. So yeah. All right. So what was it going? All right, just trying to center myself because clearly what's happening now. All right, let me go back to the conversation where I was talking about. Um, yeah, see, I'm telling you, the conversation jumps, but I need to do that introduction every single time um, until I receive justice. So this video, I was talking about the birds and the bees and stuff like that. I wouldn't know exactly how to explain it to my future children because I haven't birthed any children. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. I mean, the closest thing I had. Oh, they're gone. You heard one of them. God bless you. Hi, baby. Oh, good boy. a good boy. You okay? You okay? You okay? Hi. Okay, he ran off. Sorry. Um, he does that. Which is totally fine because he had a hard life, and so I just try to whenever I see him and stuff like that, try to make him feel loved, unless he's like trying to be like annoying, like kind of intentionally. You know how kids or something like that try to mess with you when you're doing something important. They only want to bother you when you're doing something important. It's crazy. This would be a good time to segue into one of those dire situations to make it kind of like a comedic moment. Like, oh yeah, like over here saving the world. Mom, I need your attention. Watch this. Like, I'm trying to save the world. Like, yeah, but like, watch this. And it's like, oh my god. Like any other time, like you're like you're home. It's just like okay, and they're just like, hey, what's up? I'm licking myself, or like, I mean, if it's a pet, they're licking themselves or cleaning themselves. If it's a child, they're over here on the TV or something like that. They were like, they bother me. I'm okay. I'm asleep. But you happen to do something, anything, save the world, and it's just like, mom. You're like, what? What's this? Like, bitch. Oh my god. I mean, you don't call them a bitch, but it's just like, oh my god, like, yo, stop it, stop. I'm like, hey. Exactly. Um. Okay. So, yeah, I think. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, that would just be an interesting conversation. I probably would do puppets, which would be probably I don't know. I'm gonna wing it. More than likely, I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna be like, I'm probably gonna look at more than likely, I'm gonna look at a whole bunch of things as I normally do, bookmark some things, which I normally do, and then wing it. You'd be like, frick it all. We're gonna wing it. Might even throw in some things like that, and then just bam, bam. But normally, like we'll learn about what about sex and stuff like that. Cause wow, the time like I was such a prude when it came to sex. And I remember like, okay, so hold on. We're getting personal. I didn't even know how this goes. Oh. So yeah, I was very like a rules kind of girl. So I didn't curse until I was 18, and I didn't, want to have sex until after I graduated high school, because my mom and my father triggered me so much with their issues. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Plus my mom especially, because I was like, yo, I really don't want to be like you. So and I meant that. So yeah, I ended up just, saving it until 18. And I was, hold on, let's go back to how, who the lucky person was. So after my mom was having like enforcing more like religious practices into my life and stuff like that, and like trying to like be like all eyes on me, she was very concerned about like me becoming like her. And I was just like, please, like, I no, that's not gonna happen. I mean, obviously, two girls conceiving right now would be like a possibility, but back in the day, no way. Besides, I was a kid, so anyway. But she was just like, no, like this is not the way. Yeah, she was very big at it, and I was just like, oh my god, you're so stupid. But anyway, so I was like, I did not want to be like her, yeah. So yeah, where am I going with this? Okay, so basically, eventually, I was just like, all right, well, women are awesome. Basically, women are awesome, and everything like that. But that's just the foundation of who I am as a person. But in my adult life, I'm thinking like this, yeah. As I'm maturing, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely gonna do the guys. But how can you not like, whether you're a guy or a girl, how can you not like, the same sex? You feel me? Like it's like not liking your body. You feel me? Like you like your body, right? Hopefully. So That's just how I just see it whenever it comes to like people who are gay and things like that, which is crazy on how people just freak out about gayness. I'm like, well, you have that, so what? Like, you touch yourself and you wash up, right? You touch yourself when you masturbate, right? Okay, then. Well, I mean, how is it so bad when you're doing it with a guy? Like, I don't want the conversation to be from a guy trying to convince a guy to have sex with him, because that is, if a guy is very strict about his sexual preference, then please let him be. Let him be. If you're trying to coax somebody or gaslight, emotionally manipulate a guy or girl to have sex or consider, having sex, and that's not even like where they're headed at or in the zone, that right there is crossing a boundary, like it'd be an invisible, boundary that doesn't even need to have been established. That's you're trying to that's leaning on towards rape. Basically, you're trying to you're trying to fuck with that person's mind to be like, yeah, it's like a commercial. When you play something, that's what the intentions of a commercial, where you keep playing with something over and over again, and then it's thinking like, "Hey, I might want that burger." When in actuality, it's just like, "Nah, that's not probably not the thing that you actually want." So yeah, but when it's in the context of like two people, if a guy is in your company or a girl is in a company of another girl, and that person is and these two are like vibing hard, and she's thinking like, hey, look, like, and then you feel like some type of attraction to them, and you might give like a little gesture or something like that, then that's cool, that's copacetic, that's okay. And somehow they have like link of an interest, then that's fine. Don't be a salesman when it comes to that, because then and don't try to humiliate or guilt somebody, because back in the day, like a few years back, like that was going on, and I was just like, no, you don't want to do that. You can be a male that's feminine or has feminine qualities and traits and still be straight. That's totally fine. You're either a metrosexual or you're just a hyper feminine woman, man, sorry. You're a hyper feminine man. Just looking back in the day, when you think of like Parisians and stuff like that, when they wore like little fancy things and the little blue pastel and the pastel colors and such like that. Not they weren't all gay. Romans. But the Parisians, not all of them are gay. It's just like, I mean, they were just got they were like the metrosexuals of the back in the day. Very very. I mean, if anything, of course, with the kisses on the chin and stuff like that. But there were some guys who were just actually just like that, but they like what they like. So it's okay for you to be that person. I wanted to just kind of say that because I want people to definitely be okay and comfortable with exploring their sexuality. It's just like, let it be consensual, bitch. And don't try to say it in a way where you feel like you have to try to persuade somebody to do it. Like, no. That's wrong. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. Why are we doing this? Um Oh my god, really? Really? All right. Well, you know what? I think hold on, wait, I think it's on. Sorry, something that got into my eyes, and I don't have a spare. Okay, so I was gonna like try to end this early or something like that. I was like, oh, well, gotta go, gotta save this. Save this. All right. What is next? What is next? I got nothing. No, no, I have something, but I want to make sure that I'm like kind of like on par, like on like related to what I'm gonna say, because again, I can talk about one thing and then go on to another thing and to da 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 da. Seriously, I can have you talk, like I can talk to you for hours, but you would never tell because I'm mostly like a silent person anyway. But I know that other people talk, and we'll just like give me a topic to talk about. We can talk about it for hours. So I happened to find some photos. Oh my god, yay! Because I know some people love me, even the ones that hate me. Yeah, we know it. We all know it. So good, bitch. So yeah. Um. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, so when I was a kid, yeah, during all that time, I had watched a lot of Disney movies, like, growing up. My uncle would do this thing where he, would just put one, because I would always go home and just watch a Disney film, like, literally all the time, and then somehow the Disney gods decided to, grant us with Disney in the morning cartoons, like, I mean, Disney afternoon cartoons. It was amazing. I was just like, "Oh my god, awesome!" Like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Aladdin, Gargoyles. And I think that's it. That's the ones that I mean, I did like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale. I think that's what it says. No, no, it never fails. Ooh, bum, 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 Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Mm. Chip and Dale's. I think that's what it says. I don't remember the lyrics exactly, but yes. Chip and Dale. So yeah, I had to finish that song. And Baloo, from Tailspin, yes. Oh, 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 love it. Oh yeah, Tailspin. Oh yeah, Tailspin. Oh my goodness, if they put that on a joke, like on a jukebox, bitch, say it once, say I won't. I think it's really cool if you start singing, like if they put on a jukebox like the songs that you see on like TV shows, because honey, like that would be gold. Please, please. Like, hold on, what was it? I know a lot of people like Proud Family. I mean, those are cute. But I think I'm more of Charmed. Like Charmed, that was nice. The one that, the throwback, the original one. What was another one? Again, the Disney ones. You can't fail. You can't fail with those. You can't, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hold on. What's the Moesha? It was kind of good. It's me. It's me. My friends on the line. You wanna be down, come on. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be sure. Eat to the, move to the, eat to the. Okay. Okay. Oh, and Living Single. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my god, yo! I'm telling you, if I had a crew and friends that I actually were actually, decent and wasn't fucking treacherous and just being such ugly, conniving people. It, you know, but honestly, I'm so glad I got rid of them. Oh my god, I'm so glad. Like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Huh. They really don't fit the aesthetics of being an actual valid good friend. Too busy stealing my personality and stuff like that to actually know what a good friend is. So, I mean, that's what they were exhibiting. Like they're too busy copying me to know what being a good friend is. So it's just like I can't miss that. You feel me? I do want to have like a social relationship eventually, but I don't want to repeat the same thing, same cyclical situation where I've befriended people after them and those people were easily bought. And those people were easily like not easily bought by me, but easily bought by them and just tainted because they were talking behind my back and it was lies and things like that. So again, because being on the watch list, that was one of the cruel and unusual um, activities that happened to me and still happens to me to this day. So America, like ridiculous. But when I was growing, getting older, I saw. Um, so yeah, I was just kind of transitioning from, the girls are nice and everything like that. Obviously, like yay. Um, the vibes. But all of a sudden I was just like, well, I mean, like I'm not one of those sex craving like young people. Excuse me. In adulthood, like, I have like a healthy sex I had a healthy sex life. Like, I mean, a healthy sex drive, excuse me. Not a healthy sex. I mean, I had a healthy sex life, but I had a healthy sex drive. But I was very people call me a prude, people call me bitch, people call me stuck up because I didn't sleep around. And it's crazy on how I maintained that that characteristic, and yet people were like, today people are talking behind my back saying that's the complete opposite. And I'm just like, go I cut off. So anyway, my interest in in sex period or anything like that was just um like a no go. I didn't get like any type of like, butterflies or anything like that, like about love, until one day. Oh wait, hold on. I saw Aladdin. Aladdin was cute. And I was like, oh my goodness, he's just like, he's so yummy, yummy. Like, but it was a cartoon, so it was just like, okay, like I know that that's not real. And then after that, I saw him, Leonardo DiCaprio. In Romeo and Juliet. He was just so cute with Claire Danes. I was just like, oh my god, he's so cute. And he has like, kind of the like effeminate features because he's like so like, yeah, he's like so soft and he had the hair and stuff like that. And he had a little bird chest. It was so cute. When he opened his little shirt in the middle of nowhere in like a desert or something like that. It was just like so cute. And he cries. How often did you see a guy cry? When I was growing up, like I never saw a guy cry except like at a funeral. But this guy was being a pussy. I mean, not being a pussy, but this guy was just like pouring his heart out, just like really, just like I just love it. I thought it was so cute, and he was being like so sensitive, and I was just like, but for the right reasons. I was like, wow, this is like awesome. Of course, I thought that they did the most when it came to like about love, because I was like, oh, I'm not doing that. But I was just like, that's so sweet. And then eventually, I started having like, I had one boyfriend, and then that shut it down. I was just like, yeah, I can't have a boyfriend around my mom because that's just like insane and crazy. And yeah, that was like the first time I kind of experimented with love. I was like, "Ooh, okay, so I want to go out and see what love is like." Because back in the day, guys were like always just trying to like put their arm around me and stuff like that. And I was just like, "No," I was like, "Don't do that." Not because like my interests are in like girls or boys, but it was just like, "Don't do that." No, I'm a lady. Do not do that. Like, yeah, it was very like ballerina and all that other kind of stuff. Hold on, it's getting kind of dark outside, so people are just like really being perverts and trying to look in the room. They're like, oh yeah. I mean, well, they're perverts obviously because I'm being illegally. Hold on, excuse me. I'm being surveilled, monitored, but publicly advertised. But, okay, I'm back. Talk to me. Oops. Okay, yeah, talk to me. Okay, so yeah, my thing was like, with Leonardo DiCaprio, I was like so cute, and I was just like, oh my god, like you're amazing. Like, you're so amazing and hot. Like I'm really gonna like try to save my life. I'm gonna try to save myself for you. So it doesn't matter if I was trying to like date or anything like that. And that turned weird because I was really like liking the guy, but then not really knowing who the guy like not really knowing really much about the guy because he was just like, well, he was a boy. So all they talked about was just like, boy stuff, and it was just kind of like it just wasn't the vibe. It wasn't the vibe. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It just wasn't a vibe, and we boom boom. And it sucked. It really sucked. I gotta admit it sucked. I know I'm smiling, but it was just like it was just because it's awkward. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. I did date like one or two more guys, and then I was just like, like no, I'm just gonna focus on my studies. I'm just gonna focus on my studies because I'm just like, wow, this love stuff is just like it's ugly. So yeah, you wanna do that. What else? So yeah, I didn't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff until like after like I graduated high school, and then all of a sudden after that I wouldn't say like I gave it away, but like I offered my V card to somebody who I knew, and even then, like that wasn't somebody who was worthy. That person was a douche. But I'm just so glad. Oh my god, I'm just so glad that that person is not like with me because God, it's just back in the day though, he was cute. So actually what happened was is that I was gonna date. Oh, sorry, I wasn't gonna date Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio was on my, he was gonna be the one. And then Usher came about with "You Make Me Wanna," and I was just like, "Shwing." So I felt like, hey, like, like whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Leonardo DiCaprio is not too far off for me to be like, before interracial dating became as popular and hot as it is now. Leonardo DiCaprio didn't seem too far fetched because, like, again, my mom's side, my mom's side is was considerably lighter than I am, and my mom's side is white. So I have, excuse me, my mom's side is white. I have white people on my mom's side. So yeah, so that was like not too far fetched for me to like date or marry or anything outside my race. But yeah, all of a sudden, Usher was, making these moves, and I was like, oh, it's like, I can, yeah. So la la, and then I just happened to, give my V card to somebody who I knew for a very, very, very long time, and that's just who I am. Like, I want to be that kind of person who like um, has a connection with you before doing like the deed, and you can't try to like cross me and think that you're going to try to get back into this. Let that be a notice to somebody. Okay. So the reason why, the way how we're talking all this back down memory lane kind of stuff is because I want to show you these pictures because I was talking about it. So this is me. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, look at me. Ain't that cute? Ain't that cute? This is me in my like I said, I went to school. I went to it's Lila being Lila. So like I said, I went to a Catholic school. I don't know, I'm pretty tall. I mean, I'm 6'3" now, so I've always been the tallest. But anyway, so this was me, and believe it or not, this is me and shoot, what is it? Kindergarten? Yeah, I was really tall. I was a really tall kid. So um, like kindergarten, first grade. Very nice, very adorable. And I'm in my grandmother's room, and my grandmother was a super, Christian lady. She did, the church thing heavy in Bobby Jones gospel every Sunday. And then after that, she would listen to the Christian radios and stuff like that. It was Bobby Jones gospel was the shit. Like, I actually really like that. That's what got me into like into the Christian music. Like, I was really on that. So yeah, as you can see, do you see like little Sagittarius thing? Sorry, my nails, but like, do you see the little Sagittarius thing? Like, right there. Yeah. So my grandmother's Sagittarius, I'm an Aries, but she has an Aries placement too. So I was like, Zella the Santa it says December 900. Damn, I miss. She was awesome lady. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you can't really see it, but I made me at my big old age. Hold on. So what? 5? Hey, go Chi. Go Chi. So anyway, it was like kindergarten, first grade. Definitely not second grade because by the time in elementary school, I was in hold on, sorry. I was in public school. Yeah. So this was like Catholic school, obviously by the little bam bams, and then by that time I was in a public school. Shortly after, especially once they tried to skip me, but I was gonna they were like, oh, she's good, like, we should skip her, and they tried it, and I was just like, yeah, no, I don't like this. Those kids were big, and I was just like, no, this is ridiculous. I don't understand this. But anyway, so here's my grandmother sewing stuff in the background, and in there, in the mix of there, it's like really, really, is something I made her, which is like it's like a holder, a jewelry holder. So yes, I was doing things back in the day, like I was making like the jewelry, like little jewelry holders. I made wow, shit. Even to this day. I mean, not even to this day, but like, I mean, you know, and I'll talk about that later. So I'm gonna actually put this on the side so we can talk about this later. But I think I mentioned before, like, you know, in third grade, I and like in elementary school, I had made a candy machine. So yeah, dude. Hi, baby. What's wrong? Give me that. Okay. Look at him. Isn't it cute? Look at this. Look at this. He's like he weighs less than a turkey. Look at this. No, it's okay. Say hi. Say hi, baby. He gives kisses. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Cute baby. Cute baby. Oh, I love Chantilly's. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Sorry. Yes, I can't. Oh. Oh, he's purring. Okay. Is the door closed? I think so. Oh, okay. All right. I'm about to not go, but I'm about to open this door for him. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hi, baby. Get you up. Yeah, baby. You just a baby. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. I'll be right out, guys. All right. Give me like less than an hour and then I'm going to go, okay? Oh my god, all this hair. Okay. All right. Damn. I'm actually gonna have to play some videos back. I've heard that a lot of my videos have been recycled and used, obviously, by copycats. So I want to go back in time to listen to my videos, note things, because also I want to be able to kind of like refresh some of the information, have like some bullet points, and then maybe add in some things just so I can, you know, some add on, because there have been some relevant events and materials that I like to add to that. So plus on top of that, I don't want to pardon me. I don't want to necessarily repeat myself, but at the same time, I don't want to. Sorry, because like that one is a lot hairy, and it's because well, not a lot hairy, but that one likes to groom a lot, and he likes to shed more because he's always so like, I would say like it's not like anxiety, but like he's still recovering from his little PTSD. But that is my baby boy. He's so cute. He gives nothing but headbutts, and I love him so much. He is my pride and joy. When he listens to me. Okay. No, let's just kind of like maybe. I don't know. I want to say like there's things that like that's kind of. I want to talk about other things. I want to talk about random things. I want to talk about situations outside. But as for right now, I'm kind of in the midst of like a very unfortunate situation right now. That's extremely unnatural. So yeah, here is my grandmother. Well, hold on. My grandmother is always a fashionable woman, even when she dresses down. Okay, so here she is, and here I am, and here are my cousins, and you see the red hair. Like you see the red hair. Like, closer up. So nice, yeah. Dark skin woman, yeah. Fancy that. That was my ace. I'm telling you, and me looking all proper and prim. So why? What's the glare? Why is the glare hating? Why is the glare being a hater right now? Oh, because I think it's getting darker. Hold on, I'm about to make this spooky. Oh no, never mind. Okay, that's spooky. So yeah, here's me with my little yeah. Okay, so anyway, this was way back in the day in my old house, and there's the Jesus during his Last Supper, the Last Supper painting. I swear that's so official. This house was big and nice. Okay, big and nice. My grandmother, as time went on, she just she made it. She made it so fucking jazzy. I love it. The little fireplace, like the real fireplace. Okay, here's my family. So, it's like the rainbow. You got your Italians. You got it really is. It's going in ascending order. It's white. It's the lighter version. And you got the brown. There you go. And that's my grandmother at the very end in the red dress. Look at her, sassy. So cute. I think cute. I think all cute. It's my family. Oops, shit. Sorry. And so it's so nice. Rest in peace, because they all passed away. So rest in peace. But I'm telling you, my family is all like, look, all stylish, all fucking stylish. October 1978. But yeah, this is and as you can see, red hair, red hair. Like you see that bronzy brownish hair. My Nana. And my cousin, this actually the cousin I was talking about, and like one of my videos, I was talking about my cousin that has like naturally red hair. That's him. He has like naturally reddish hair. Like I shit you not, it's like naturally red. So he has red hair. My uncle on my mom's side, one of them has freckles, and I have freckles. So it's weird. Sorry, it's the first time I was kind of saying it out loud, but it's just like yeah, it's weird. So yeah, I don't know, just to kind of give you like some kind of situations, and this is me and my grandmother too. Me and her, being all cutesified and stuff like that. Her being all stylish in her little relaxed joggers. I'm on her car, and that's my hands going like, well, what you want me to do? Like, I don't know how to pose. I mean, so cute. I was always in stylish. Like, yo, it was definitely had to have the fly. Even to this day, look at this, the red hair, and this is all her hair too. Eventually, my grandmother. That's what when I showed you the photo back in the day, she had a wig. Well, she had like extensions in her hair, and then she eventually started wearing wigs that had like that mimicked this color because my grandmother hair was thinning out. So, but yeah, so here she is, old lady now with the same kind of hair color. And with me, I had what was it? I eventually started coloring my own hair, but I colored my hair. So I colored it like a reddish kind of thing. And then I tried like My grandmother would try honey. See, like here's another one where we're just like, dynamic duo. I don't know who that guy is. I'm telling you, my grandmother, she was a peach. Okay. This was her eldest son. That's my grandmother right there. That's me. And that's my horrible father. So yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And we're both wearing finger waves, but like mine's is like more kind of like, SWV kind of situations. And my grandmother's kind of laid, but as you can see, she with her hair. She was so sweet and sassy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Um, and then we go on to, are there any others? Like, yeah, that's like, that was my ace niece. Then we go on to just, me. But it's crazy. I'm sorry. So I'm pretty sure there were some allegations about, oh, like you never like, supposedly I was like the black sheep or something. Excuse me. Excuse me. You look pretty chummy right there, huh, buddy? You look pretty chummy right there. That's you, right? That's you, right? Definitely has the cheeks. Even though you guys were keep saying the allegations were, oh no, that's not my child or something like that. Or people were just being really freaking like disgusting. Like people of all colors, especially like I'm telling you, especially the black people. They were saying that this is not my father and this, that, here, and the third. And they were making a lot of allegations and stories up, just keep going with this bullshit and saying about like, oh, my inheritance is from this and that, here, and the third. And they needed to make up a reason to be so mean to me and malicious. And it really doesn't excuse, none of this excuses the harassment and abuse that I got. I don't, I don't know what year this is, but this is so old. This is a Fuji color paper. I don't know. So old. See, as you can see, clear as day, that's me. And that's that idiot right there. So, oh, and here's me being a witch. It's so funny. People are like, "Oh my gosh, she's a witch," and I'm like, I really don't see any problems with that. Call me when people were saying black girl magic. I was just like, "Oh yeah," because we're all so special. Like, I thought that was a way, like, oh, black girl magic. I didn't know people were trying to like make it to seem something like horrific. But yeah, this is me being a jazzy ballerina witch with a mask. I don't know why. I guess I was a witch going to a masquerade ball. This is so weird. I'm just looking at this. But yo, I'm telling you, yo, what? This ish was all like official. Like, bruh. Like, look at that broom. You feel me? Premium. Premium. Tutu and stuff like that. Premium. Premium. Parisium. It was literally a Christian home, a Christian household and stuff like that. But we celebrated all the holidays, all the national holidays. So it was just like, um Christmas. I mean, not obviously we didn't do Yom Kippur or stuff like that, but it was like, we respect it. So because we had like intermingling and things of that nature. It was crazy. And our neighbors were Puerto Rican or Hispanic. I think I'm not sure where they're from, but I know that I had a crush on the youngest son. Yes, I did. So cute. Um, it's interesting. So yeah, I just want to say for the record, if anybody thinks that I want to go back down memory lane, you guys are dead to me. Like seriously, I don't mind looking back at things and being like, oh, this was a fun time, or oh, this is right here, like this right here happened, and this right here. Like I obviously, as you can see today, as I mentioned before, you can experience certain things and kind of keep going, but still acknowledging the abuse that's going, especially if it hasn't been justified, but or stopped. But there are moments in my life that I did treasure. It was the only like those moments, those two moments that I had, plus living with a very abusive and jealous, chaotic mother. Like those. Other than that, like my childhood was nice. I got to travel, like travel nationally, not overseas or anything like that. But you know, people for what it seemed like, actually really liked me, and I was always studious. I was definitely hanging around, family and being all nice and kind and everything like that. It was what a family it was what I thought a family was supposed to be. Minus, I knew that the way how my mom was treating me was not the way how a family was supposed to be. But I didn't have to worry about really seeing her because she was always out and about clubbing and doing all this other kind of stuff. So I didn't worry about her. So it made life more tolerable. So yeah, like I had like good moments and so cute. And I like the that kind of house because I don't know how many houses, but that is a house that goes one way. Like this right here is one of those houses that goes this way to the kitchen, to the back of the kitchen, and this way to the living room. Not the living room, excuse me, the front room. So you had a front room, you had a living room. Actually, you had a nice, so you get on the porch, you walk up the stairs, you get on the porch, the big porch. And then in there you have a front room with a fireplace. Then from the then in that room or where the stairs are, it goes up and then that way, which are nice. And you have like other rooms. And then up there more you have other rooms. And where you're up the first flight of stairs, you have a place that can go from the kitchen on the back way, or you can go or you can go back into the front. So, like, this is so old, but like, everything was like eventually like we started having like paintings and stuff like that. Like, yo, I was living like in a very nice place. Like my grandmother, she did it up. Okay, like I said, popular club and bold and beautiful kind of aesthetics. My grandmother was hooking it up. So as I get older, I think I showed you guys this right here. Like, it's me hanging out with people during high school. Obviously, tall being right before I graduated. Um, Somebody wanted to take my picture, and I was just like, okay. And here's me with my cousins and things like that. Here's me, and my mom was being a little bit of a biatch. So I was just like, she's like smile. So I just smirked. I was like, okay, look, I don't want to do this. Okay, I don't want to do this. But like, and yeah, she look. You see this hand right here where you have to like hold yourself, kind of like, okay, like can we stop it? Can we stop this? Like, yeah, my mom was like mental. So I'm just like, okay, like this is my cousin who was just like, kind of on the shy side, but she was just like, yeah, like my mom was. You could just kind of tell the energy. But then right here in the back, like, those are my other cousins. They were always smiling. So this was one of our trips to our family trips to the was it family reunions down south that we used to go like every summer. Stay in a hotel. Everybody would stay in like rooms of their own, and we would just we would have a ball. The food, the hush puppies. I lived for the hush puppies. Hush puppies are up here. It's like blah, but the hush puppies then down south are just incomparable. I love them so much. Oh, and this is my artwork. I used to tag clothes. I used to love when people would bomb trains, and by bomb trains I mean like with graffiti. So graffiti trains and stuff like that. I loved graffiti so much. It was amazing. And so I would like look up different ways. But yes, people would pay me to tag their clothes. So it was Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and I didn't take any art lessons or anything like that. I was just kind of like, and then I got lucky because then all of a sudden people started like tagging their clothes, like artists started tagging their clothes, and I was just like, oh sweet, and then so it attracted more people. But yeah, I did that, and I did face painting. This was me in my adult years doing face painting for the kids, and me with my yarn locks. Yep, this was August 15th, 2005. So, oh, and here's me being very excited because, yeah, Very excited because I was working for the State Department um, as an intern. Let me tell you something. I am nothing but efficient. Before, like I remember, all right, so I was in high school, and I was in high school, and I was also doing my side hustle, which was tagging clothes, and I was taking helping my grandmother take care of my siblings, and I was also in extracurricular activities, so like orchestra and things of that nature, as you saw from like the yearbook. And I also had I had that internship, but before then I had a part-time job. So I was always working, always doing things, and I had side hustles and stuff like that. So it was like, that work ethic thing was always like well instilled in me. And I had graduated with like a 3.8 or something like that. Well, you saw with the thing I had showed you. Speaking of which, I was like putting papers away and stuff like that. I was actually looking for something. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I had this. Because I thought I had put everything in storage. And it was like, nope, nope, Shalise, you didn't. I went to remember I was telling you guys about all right, so Hedgepath Williams Middle School science scholar Shalise Map stand in front of their award-winning science fair projects. Map Left went on to win Trenton's district-wide contest for middle school students. Her entry was titled "Can Lotion Remove Wrinkles from Prunes?" So, like, basically, like, okay, so basically, I was always about aesthetics and beauty, and that's why so since I was a little kid, I did the what is it the jewelry holder. I invented like I invented no, I created a jewelry holder for my grandmother, and oh wait no, this is the other one. Where's again here? If anybody has Newsbank, then you guys can find it. But the caption, yeah, but Newsbank should this one should be Science Scholars, the Trenton Times, August 22nd, 1999. So yeah, you can find that. And yeah, here I was in the paper. I'm only showing this because it disproves and excuse me, it dispels the rumors and the character assassination that this person has done against me. But I just kind of, and I also want to do it because I don't know, maybe if somebody wants to kind of like start talking about like I don't know some kind of anything, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. What else is this? This is another thing. And here I am again, being like the tallest one in the room, obviously. But yeah, here it is, the science scholars, and here's me. And here's my thing about the prune. I mean the prunes. And I'm looking really sassy though, but always again, it was premium clothing, and it was just cute. But hold on, Hedgeworth Williams Middle School science scholar Shalise Map and I remember Liz for the set stand in front of their award-winning science fair project. Shalise went on to win, yeah, can lotion remove wrinkles from prunes? It can slightly. I mean, the emollient of different types of well, the specific lotion that I had used, it was intended to be like impact. It was intended to be impactful, but I saw like impressive results because it was also like generic. It was saying, it was boasting all these things. Like it was literally like basic stuff. I actually took my grandmother's lotion, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. And I use her prunes too. And so yeah, it was very nice. Of course, look at me. I'm a young faced kid. What would I know? This is where my mind was. I was on studies and just being an basically a young person with like an old mentality. So any of that other kind of stuff was just like not for me. I was a person who would watch soap operas with my grandmother, go outside, hand pick cherry tomatoes from our garden, and put it in our salads. Make some turkey burgers, and watch the soaps. Like that was the thing for me. Like that was my mentality, just being the responsible person and whatnot like that, helping her out around in the house. If anybody wants to try to like, fact check this, this is from the Times, August 22nd, 1999. So they have it there too. But yeah. My gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. And I was also a debutante. So, and funny enough, I saw black people. I'm telling you, yo, it's really crazy and cross on how certain black people were really trying to vilify my identity, personality, and how I grew up in order to further harm and abuse me for their own self-serving gain. Now, doing that really only puts them in just a deeper grave. And so I'm just like, wow, like do not ever look to me for any type of compassion because you've done the most in order to abuse me and there was no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. I've been nothing but just like you. I've been a plus to people's lives, a plus. So when people are saying like, oh, when my abusers are telling me, and let's me not telling me, but people are telling me that my abusers are saying like, the things that they've done for me, and I'm like, exactly what have you done for me? What exactly have you done for me? That is why it was so easy for me to not regret letting you guys go and not want to have you back because you guys have only been a minus. And then you fuck it up by doing even more duplicitous shit. Like it was bad enough I cut you off because of your energy alone. Finding out how fucking malicious and disgusting you are did nothing but prove that I was right to cut you off, but also that, hey, look, you were a minus to me. There's nothing that I can use from you where it's reciprocal. The only thing was it's like you kept taking, taking, taking. And yeah, I gave because I thought, it was a community. But whenever I would need help or something like that, all of a sudden people were busy. All of a sudden people didn't know what to do, this, there, and the third. And so I'm just like, okay, bet. It was when you started having an attitude, when I started putting in, it's crazy. Okay, so here's the thing. There's a story called The Red Hen. Now, the red hen finds a seed and she's just like, hey, look, guys, I found a seed. Does anybody want to help me um, bury this? And all the barn animals are like, no. They were like, not I. And then she goes on to keep asking them. Then she's like, okay, fine, then I do it. So she buried it, and so that way she can and watered it, plowed it, did the things necessary in order for it to grow. And each and every time when there was a step that needs to be made, she would ask them as a courtesy, like, hey, look, as a community, would anybody like to do this? Not, hey, look, would you help? Like, hey, look, help me do this and stuff like that. Because it's just like you don't want to be resented for it. And obviously, because I do things for you and you are in my circle, would you want to, be invited to do this? I think that's like the most respectful way to go about things because I think it's fair. Like it's like and you can tell that that's the energy that not a lot of people have because a lot of people try to force either their ideals, especially like religious people, which I find is very off-putting, which is why I stopped going to a lot of to the churches that I went to. I kept trying it out with different churches, and it was just like the whole forceful kind of situation where, again, being on the watch list, even the church, even the clergy were, being malicious and disgusting. So I was like, yeah, no. But I go on to say that basically the all right, so the hen was like going through all these steps when it came to fulfilling these chores or duties in order to make what would eventually become bread. Okay. So she plowed the earth, she buried the seed, she watered it, maintained it, it grew. Then she cut it down, cut the wheat down. She milled it, grained it with the stone until it became meal. Then she cooked it, baked it, excuse me. She baked it. And each and every time she's asking the barn animals, hey, like, would you wanna help. And they were saying, no, 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 no. She's like, okay, then I do it. Finally, it gets to the point where she pulls the bread out from the oven. And it's smelling good. You know, she got a nice ass thing of butter. And she's just like, okay, well, now who will help me eat it? And of course, the born animals were like, I will, I will, I will. And so she's like, no, no, none of you will. And she ate it. Every fucking crumb. And that's what it's like um, being around my abusers that I had, like, you know, cut off, who are still trying to have some type of connection with me by talking behind my back. You are the barn, like, they are the barn animals. There's nothing that you've done. You haven't been there. You've been there, but to laugh at me, talk behind my back, and to put me in a situation which has been hazardous to my health, literally, you've done everything in your power, whether you smile and stuff like that. Like, people have done such malicious bullshit for no justified reason. So no, there will never be a moment where I'm just like, oh yeah, like like you can call me for anything when it comes to if you're in trouble right now, like, you are not in a position to think that I owe you anything. I don't owe you shit. Okay. I don't owe nobody anything. Even before I knew what was going on, or even before it got this bad for what they were doing to me, I never owed you anything. I'm that kind of person. And if you decide to open up that big hole in the middle of your face, I have my phone, which I will be showing to you guys tomorrow because right now it's getting pretty late. I will show you tomorrow untouched, untethered things from my old phone where it has the text messages and it has the receipts. Actually, hold on for a minute. I do believe I have some. Definitely will show you the text messages. If not tomorrow, then definitely moving on to the other days. But it's just like, bruh, people have been nothing but minuses. And yes, it is that deep. Every single time when you guys try to save your ass, you end up making it worse for yourself. I'm looking at all these things for my Venmo and I'm seeing things that says like just paying random people. Cup of coffee to start the day right. Happy holidays. Laser many thanks. Persephone bartending guru. um yeah, I'm the kind of person that's like, I will not only be the person that will pay you back, but I like paying people back with interest. And then I'll just give you money. It was like, just because appreciation and spirit. Yes, I'm like lunch is on me, tea, lunch, and drinks. Like, can you imagine just like randomly? Like I had limited like funds, but here I am just like, okay, this is ridiculous. I haven't used I haven't well, I don't know how to like really keep people's like things private, but like I haven't used this like for years. Apparently since 2021, 20. So I have like things like cup of coffee to start the day right. Well, yeah, I guess that would make sense. Considering, okay, so December 25th, 2021, I guess that would make sense. If March 2022 is when I cut the remainder of everybody off, then that would make sense that 2021 would be the day that I stopped like kind of using this because it's just like, well, why would I need to keep like, giving money to people? Like, who would I give it to? You feel me? If I cut people off, because, so a cup of coffee to start the day right. Um, yeah, sorry, it's my tabs. So yeah, Persephone. Oh, some people I just paid like they were like fellow tarot readers. Um, but that one's not mine. Bust it down. It's Friday, and I just cute things like give people like, but it's small. I'll give you like $4 here, $4 there, $22 here, $25. Ooh, pardon me, burpees, burps. Yeah, $4, $5, or like just random things like giving you coffee day. Pardon me. Oh my God, why am I doing this? Why am I getting burps all of a sudden? Let's see, $8, $127. Paying people for like, groceries, groceries, giving people nice little tips for mystics, group lunch, throwing people some money for gas, randoms for like coffee. Girl, one time. And look, not only that, I will even I'm the kind of person I will only not only like, give you money, but if the moment comes where like I ever need to borrow money, and that's very rare when I've ever needed to do that, I will pay you back and then I will give you interest. Like, and then I will also itemize it so that way you will always know. So here I am, just like, so I needed money for like this whole oh wait, actually no, this one is not. This one is like somebody I dated. But I didn't feel comfortable, so I was just like, I'm giving you the money back. Like in hindsight, I will not do that again. So if anybody's interested in me, I like not to say like, like I want to be treated. But he just seemed like the kind of person who like if you date, then you kind of do favors or something like that for him. And it's just like eventually during this time, this was the moment where I started kind of like being celibate. So October 28th, 2020. Yeah, because even when we were dating, I was just like, I'm not even feeling you anymore. So it's like we can be friends, but like I'm like, but it's weird. Anyway, over here like $175 for car detail. Thank you. And I itemize stuff. I itemize stuff. Like I'm that kind of person. I'm not only the kind of person. Look, I will look. I'm here. I am paying the person back that was giving me money, and then with the same person, I'm over here giving this person gas money. Like, because I just really want you to know, like, yo, when it comes to certain situations, like especially when it comes to money, like I'm gonna pay you back plus interest, and then I'm also gonna give you like, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Reimbursements. This person, the same person is reimbursing me back. Yo, again, and then I'm giving them back money, and then and look, Java, and then I'm over here giving them like money again for like, for coffee and stuff like that. Bro, this person right here wanted to earn like a laptop. I didn't have, that's just a little thing. It's only, I mean, it was only like a few dollars, but still. But still, I'm just like, yo, so during what point did you, during what point did you supposedly like, help me out? Let me know. Please let me know. Because I'm very curious. That's one of the moments where I have to like kind of look back and kind of turn around and be like, I didn't know that. What was this? Like this is literally straight from the website. So I don't understand like how you were ever thinking that, you ever had a moment where you were supposedly helping me out. When and how? When and how? Here's a weird thing too. If you know what's crazy is that in 2020, I'm over here giving you like money for like coffee. I don't know why I said that like that. But I'm over here giving you like money for oh, let me just get it right. Aries Cardinal sign appreciation. Aries Cardinal sign appreciation. Like I would even look, man. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this. Did you see this? I'm like, if I have like a group lunch, I'm over here gonna be giving you money. I'm giving randoms to like tarot card readers. I mean, well, like just horoscope people. I didn't ask them for a reading. I was like, here's some money here because I actually, Aries for a long period of time, man, like they were getting their ass handed to them when it came to by other tarot readers. Like people were just being mean. It seemed like unprovoked. Like they were really trashing um Aries and cardinal signs. But not at any point in time, but sometimes when they had something that was at least kind or something like that. I gave people money. So, and it wasn't anything like, I want anything back. That's one of the things too, because I consider myself the compliment and donation humanitarian bandit because I wanted to give you things, but I don't want you to be the point I don't want to be at the point where we're expecting it out of me because a lot of people become dependent. As you can see, a lot of people become dependent on my energy and on my on everything. So I was just like, look at this. I got chills right now. Freaking chills. Like seriously. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. But yeah. So I mean like come on now. I'm over here giving you like little trinkets of like coffee right here. Like, $5 here. I give you like a $50 robe and things like that. I was the one that was being breadcrumbed. This is why I said that you were more of a minus. You were not more of a minus, but you were a minus, not a plus. I was getting breadcrumb. If I give you a robe from Savage Fenty and you give me, I don't know, this like this little basket and it's not that expensive. And so I'm just like, because you were watching me and surveilling me, like that basket actually was not, I was just like, oh, like this is nice. Because I was showing it to my then guy who I like, had once dated, but then we had turned into just, friends because he kept triangulating information. So I was just like, okay, well, actually not healthy for me. Like I'm not desperate enough to keep you around because you want to be an op pretty much where you're telling me things that other people are saying and you were trying to make me feel low about myself. I'm like, that's just not the wave anymore. Like, so I let go of him and yeah. Again, Nobody got cut off. I want that. Like, bro, like y'all crossed me so much. And I had an opportunity to fucking just stand up and say something. No one has done anything. No one has done anything honorable. Everyone has literally done nothing. Everybody has literally done everything except be accountable. I mean, if the government themselves can't be accountable, I guess everybody else are just, using that as an excuse. Yeah, drink refund, drinks, man. Coffee on me just because lunch. Yeah, but then I had paid him back. Yeah. So maybe Bricky. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. So there was moments where it was just like, okay, so I with what was going on, I decided to up my I decided to like up my equipment. So I meant like my camera equipment and my laptop equipment. Look at this. So like I hope you can keep it a fucking buck. So here it is. Like I'm being like honestly, I've done nothing but consistently showing you guys about like okay, I'm so sorry. Oh Sebastian. Part of him is with me. Right there. Right there. um so wait, hold on, I'm so sorry. Just gonna move that right there. Okay, sorry. My other tabs are opening. Um so yeah, man. Like look, I had I had upped my camera equipment. So look, art supplies, thank you. Art supplies. And the art supplies were for my and art supplies were for like my artistic stuff, my artistic qualities and things of that nature. And it was like, okay, payment two, thank you. Wednesday in full, $93 plus tip. I'm gonna pay you interest. You feel me? I am that kind of person. I have never been a person who's like, you have to look for me. It's all about reciprocity. It's all about balance. I am not the kind of person who needs to. Damn, dude. I am not the kind of person who needs to. There we go. That was gonna come right in my eye. I'm not the kind of person who needs to be hunted down for. It was like, oh, yeah, where's my money? No, 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 you're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find that with me. If the day I ever choose to borrow money, which has been like rarely, and it always it's only been with like less than a handful of people. I shit you not, less than a handful of people. You would get paid and then tips, like and then interest. So $93 plus 27 tip. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. Like this is nice. And another one. Yes, yes. Meanwhile, I'm the one that's always treating when it comes to just like, look at this, look at this, look at this. Happy birthday, girl. Looks like, happy birthday. And here's another one, coffee, la la la, happy nurse week. Like situations like that. But did I get anything? No. I wasn't the person who got things. I was the person who would be guilted or shamed for even asking for any type of support. And to know, now knowing that this person has stole money from me, my creativity, my ideas, and fucking inheritance, I am just very off put and I'm like very disgusted. This person should be extremely embarrassed with themselves, like for real, for real. So, yeah, I'm always as the kind of person who's just like always, yeah, yo, Wayne, drinky drinks. just like, this is so weird. Yo, hold on, sorry. So sorry, because I have a cat. So, oh my god. Oh wait, hold on. Somebody stand on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Um, I was just explaining about times. I don't know who you are, sweetheart. I'm just kind of going through memory lane right now, explaining about how I've done nothing but support some people, and it's very awkward for them to say that they've been supporting me, and I'm like, where, how, huh? Like that is so. It's like such a slap in the face. It's like, yo, look, even yo, I'm telling you, when I'm a kind of bro. I'm like, yo, I'm over here giving like my last dollar to people. I mean, not my very last dollar, but you feel me? Like I'm saying, like, yo, like I ain't got the money until Wednesday, but I don't have any money until Wednesday. You know, you can say like I don't have any money, but you have money, but it's just like I don't have money to give or extend. So like I don't have money until Wednesday, but I have a few dollars to my name, and I like to share this for now and provide more to you then in good faith and as a sign of support. I pray that you meet your goal very soon, dear. Bless. And then in support of your financial goals. So like yeah, like I think it's just really fucked up. People are over here. Oh my god, I literally just scratch my head and there's like cat hair. It's like it's crazy. Like bruh. So yeah, like yo, I'm just definitely. I know my cell phone rings, my bank balance goes cha-ching, and I'm giving somebody like $100 here just for the shit of it. It's just you. And then another one's like, treat yourself. This is like in 2018. This is 2018, 2000. We have 2017. We have it going all the way back. You know what? I'm gonna hold off because I really want to know exactly when it is that you guys were supposedly, helping support me in this, that, here, and the third. And I've paid you back on time in this, and it was for something. It wasn't like, oh, I needed this for something like stupid, like anything like crazy or like a trip or anything like that. No, it was literally for like my art or like, for my business that I actually, still am doing that has been delayed and sabotaged and challenged behind my back because of government and my abusers being very, very fucking jealous and abusive and thinking that shit was funny. So yeah, no, no, no. Please let me know exactly when. Please. Please. Let me know exactly when I supposedly needed you. Oh, and hold on. Let's can we go to the one about my uh that so-called father that decided to. Hmm, okay. So I had mentioned before that this dude. I mentioned before that this dude had took advantage of the situation where his daughter, 20 something, um this was the moment where he decided to betray me. Okay, so you already had the person who grew up with me being extremely jealous and doing very malicious back stuff, backhanded things, backstabbing things behind my back. But she also decided to whisper in the ears of family members and people closest to me and lie about me. It seemed to be, I guess, such a good moment or a good opportunity for my family to betray me and try to end me, which is why my own father eventually led to putting insurance out on my name, and I think that he also had even claimed it, even though I'm still alive. In addition to that, so this is how the financial abuse started about. So I'm over here working a job. I'm working less than $20 an hour, maybe like 15 most. I'm in my 20s, which is very little. And my father comes to me with a proposition to, hey, look, why won't you allow me to help you with your credit? And I'm like, what do you mean? He was just like, well, I need somebody to co-sign a car for me. I instantly knew. I was just like, dude, you have been a womanizer all your fucking life. How dare you? I'm like, oh well, why don't you ask your the girlfriend? Oh wait, I forgot the long time girlfriend you have a child with. Oh, I forgot you had cheated on her. So now you can't do it. Not even your new girlfriend that you have to live with, not even she but like was able she wasn't gonna do it for you. And so I asked him, I was like, well, why would you ask your siblings? You feel me? Like your own family. You would think your own brother and sister probably. But he's like, no, they said they can't, but this will actually help you. I figure it's like a win-win. He was a manager at the time, but it was just like, yeah, like even I knew that that was dicey. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't think is possible. And let me tell you how he worked up to this. He's had recent at that time he had knee surgery. He had really bad knees, and he had no way of getting around to work, and he worked in like PA or something like that. And I was really feeling for him because this was the guy who just seems to be very caring, tried to be like the daddy's girl, and also I was supporting him. So at any point in time, like it was like it wasn't a reciprocal kind of situation where it wasn't a full reciprocal situation, but it was good enough kind of situation. You feel me? Like, he wasn't the disappointing father in the matters where it really counted, but I'm trying to save this conversation. I'm trying to give him some type of redeeming quality out of here. But before he crossed me, it was just kind of sad because like, he was the runt of the litter, pretty much. He was the youngest, and his siblings had played him pretty much. They always had him living on the couch and things like that until he established a relationship with this long-time girlfriend. And unfortunately, he cheated on her, and they had squabble, and they had broke up. I don't know, and I don't care if they're together or not. I don't care about that dude. It's just that that's his mentality. That's just who he is as a person. My thing is this guy, and I would tell him too. I'm just like, yo, like this isn't right. I would tell him. I wouldn't be the person who would like approve of his actions. I'm like, no, this isn't right. This isn't. I don't want to go along with this. So just leave me out of it. And that's another reason why I would imagine in hindsight that I've been considered a black sheep is because like I will tell you like what's up. If you're doing something unethical, it's gonna be wrong because I'm gonna feel some type of way when you come around, which you normally will, to try to like make you feel better about your cheating ways. Like I can't do that. I can't. It's a weird situation. It's gonna make me feel uncomfortable, and I'm gonna have to tell you exactly like how I feel about it. And I would respect you to tell me the same. Like if there was anything like untoward or I don't know, kind of like I don't know, Shalice, like that's kind of a gamble if you decide to like I don't know, just pick up and move. Because that's what like one of the questions I had asked. I was just like, yo, I don't like this neighborhood. I'm just actually thinking about moving. Oh my God. So in hindsight, I'm sorry, just kind of thinking about that, it just kind of, oh no, don't move. Don't move because he's making money off of me. Because like don't move because like, there's cameras in the place in this house, but you didn't want to tell me. Don't move because this shit is entertaining to you to abuse me. Wow, okay. All right. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh my God. All right. So anyway, this dude asked me to co-sign for a car and nobody else would help him. But he had bad knees and stuff like that. So that's how he worked it in. And Eventually, I was like, if you ask everybody, I just want to be like the last person that you can come to when it comes to this situation because I will co-sign the car. I have my reluctance, but yes, I will co-sign the car for you, and I did. I co-signed the car. Then he told me to get the insurance in my name too. And I was like, well, why do I have to do the insurance? And he was like throwing me some spiel into this sort of guilt trip. And I was like, fine, I'll do that too. I'll do the insurance too. So I did that. I put the insurance and the car co-signed it in my name. Put the insurance in my name, but I did the co-signing in my name. Disgusting. And this man happened to go to Atlantic City with his girlfriend that he cheated on with his other girlfriend, and he came back to their place, and he got pulled over, inebriated, excuse me, intoxicated, and they ended up putting a breathalyzer on that fucking bad boy. It was a lot of missed payments from from him, so I kept getting harassing phone calls. I was getting harassed. I was getting harassed. It was just insane. And yeah. So I'm just like calling him and he's telling me, oh, I got you, I got you. That's another reason why. That's another reason why. You know how black people are like, I got you and that kind of shit, like that, like patience and all that. No, no, no. No, you won't have to worry that shit about me. I'm gonna let you know exactly what the dealio is. Hey, quit it. All right, anyways, just so told me, and I'm sorry I had to do all this, but I need to get the car from you. So because you have to pay the fees first, then I would definitely pay it back for you. I would definitely, bring it back to you. A part of the agreement. But you went against the agreement and you didn't even tell me about it. And you're ruining my credit so you can sacrifice for whatever. Like yeah. Okay. So yeah. So basically, you made the agreement. Like you begged me and you guilted me, and I'm over here like, oh, okay, well, yeah, because obviously like, nobody else is gonna help you, so I got you. That is this. Oh my god, that is really like the spiel that I've been getting from like the people who I've cut off. It's like, okay, nobody's gonna help you, then I help you, and I feel nothing about it. Like I don't feel any type of like sorry, there's little fly things from the plants. I don't feel any kind of like burden helping you when it comes to like burdens. But please do not don't make me burdened by your burdens. Like I'm over here to help you. It's like lifting you out of the water. You're like, oh my god, help me. And I'm like, yeah, yo, I got you. And even if you like try to go under, I'm gonna go underneath the water for you and help pull you up. What is the point for you to push me down in the water? That's what that was. That's what this is. And that's what it's been for a whole bunch of people. I've been a plus to you. A plus to you. You crossed me and I did nothing to you. Do you know how hard that is to wonder why you got fucked over? Especially knowing that there's people within this country who have positions, titles, and responsibilities to have done this. That is fucking mental and insane. To especially when your own fucking family and people who you grew up with do this, fucking insane. I've been nothing but a plus to you. This has been so fucking unjust. So the agreement was you're going to pay me. Well, no, you're going to pay them, but you're going to help fix my credit because you have me well, I'm co-signing the car for you that supposedly nobody else would because nobody else co-signs the car for you. Nobody helps you. Not your sister, not your brother, not your father, not the girlfriend that you decided to cheat on your longtime girlfriend with, your baby mama with. You come to your oldest daughter to fucking help you. Not even your other son, not even your other daughter. You come to me. You say, hey, look, I'm you just said a whole bunch of bullshit and then you ended up going and reneging on all that. So here I am in my 20s, really having to tell somebody who's my only surviving parent, heartbroken, like, yo, what the fuck is going on with you right now? I've done nothing but help you. Even back in the day, I would give you money. Sometimes when when he would get a job and he would do something, he would like, he would want to like give me money back. And I'm like, yo, bet, cool. Like, I'm so glad that you're doing well. Like man, this is really sorry I'm being so passionate about this. It's just like it's just really fucked up that it's not only this is obviously a relatable situation for a lot of people who've been disappointed by their father, but I feel like this has gone like one step further because this man just tried, and this man to this day is trying to save face for having put out a hit on me, put have me surveilled and watched, assassinate my character. I've been that grade A student. Um, back in the day when I was in high school. Right now, I do have like the BCs and stuff like that. But it's just because I'm going through a lot of shit. But it's just like I've been nothing but pluses to people, and it's just like two people, or I just leave you the fuck alone. You feel me? Like yo, I'm not the kind of person who needed to instigate or start something. Anytime when you've seen me, they try to portray me as the mean girl, but I swear to you, anytime when I've ever said anything that seemed like okay, this is hurtful, is because somebody had started it. And not only did they start it, but they kept going at it. I would say something like, don't do that. That's not I do not like this energy. And I would say something relative to like I don't like this energy, and they would keep doing it, and they would do it passively too. And I was just like, you know what, bet. So I would say something and it would hurt their fucking feelings. And then all of a sudden they have to go get their friends. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. And so now we're at a position right now where people are saying things maliciously behind my back because if they ever said it to my face, they get their feelings hurt. It's it's insane that people are saying like, oh, the person that they're afraid of is a very direct person. And I'm like, how are they direct when you have to be paid to tell me something? How are they direct when it is when it is that person that has to say it in the fucking group chats? Right. So here I am. I'm gonna just rewind it because I was tired of the car company contacting me about missing payments, so I approached my father. And I'm sorry I had to do all this, but I need to get the car from you. Yeah, I wanted to get the phone out because eventually I started just becoming very distrusting because of people. I became very distrusting of people. People would try to gaslight me, be like, "Oh, I never said that," or "I never did that," and I'm just like, I wouldn't do the cameras on them, but I would note it. So I'd be like, "Well, actually, no, you did say it," because sometimes people were just trying to like really get one over on me. And here he is being like a really horrible dick. And I'm just like, okay, no, this is not happening. This is not happening right now. Like my credit's on the line. What the hell is happening right now? So, and it's crazy because like I don't have a mom. I don't have a grandmother. I don't have a maternal figure. I'm the one that's carrying all the burdens and all the weight and stuff like that. So whenever it is that I needed like, maternal advice or anything like that, I came to myself. It was me. It was me. I might say just a few things. Like I never brought a lot of my problems to anybody because, well, I was always the one that used to take care of other people's problems. But this, I was just like, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. So hold on. Because you have to pay the fee. So I keep warning. Told me, and I'm sorry I had to do all this, but I need to get the car from you. So because you have to pay the fees first, then I will definitely pay it back for you. I will definitely, a part of the agreement. But you went against the agreement and you didn't even tell me about it, and you're ruining my credit so you can sacrifice for whatever. And this is betrayal. Okay. I need the keys. If you don't, then I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I need the keys.
Like this right here is basically, this is business debt. This is not personal. That's why I was calling you and talking to you. I need the keys. So that way you can take care of those back payments, and then I will cover whatever is going to happen with the car. Until then, work it out with her. But you should have handled that.
Work it out with her.
So please hand me the keys.
He's like, I'm gonna get back and forth to work.
I got that thing in there.
Wait, why is that? It was like like how am I gonna get back and forth to work? Oh, so now you care about that back payment? But you went to Atlantic City, nigga. You went to Atlantic City. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting chills because I'm just like, yo, you're really over here trying to gaslight your fucking door. Man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
Trace, I got that thing in there that's going to cost me $1,500 if it's not returned to them.
Well, whenever that happens, then let me know. And then I will bring the car here so that they can get it.
No, you have to take it to them.
Okay, well then I'll do that.
No, I have to take it to them. Your name's not on it.
Well, then I will pick you up.
Oh, look at him. He's like, no, well, you have to take it to them. I was like, okay, well then I will do that. I will take the car back to the dealership so that way I can get so they can stop messing up with my credit then. Right now my credit is what it is, but because of the harassment and shit like that, it's like my finances have been fucked up ever since around this time because of financial abuse. Okay. So like whenever people are trying to like comb over and be nitpicky about what it is that I have got going on, it is because of them. Okay. I would have loved. I used to be the kind of person that would make meals home. What is it? That one big meal and then have it spread out and stuff like that. I used to love and enjoy cooking, but people kept invading my home, invading my space, literally doing nasty things to my utensils, and then expecting me to use it unbeknownst to me. It's disgusting, and it's also hazardous to my health. I have been sick and I've been to the hospital for things, not knowing exactly, okay, well, how did this happen? This. It was this. So now I have to like go to certain type of places where I eat food, but I also have to, want to also make sure, I can watch them make it or it's already, like genuinely prepared. This has been, obviously, again, for being on the watch list, I've been harassed tremendously, but this has gone overboard. This is going literally overboard. So when people are trying to like, oh well, like look over her, like her finances are now, and it's just like, yeah, but look at where my finances are now. But I still have this place, and I'm still kind of like, even to this day, people are like taking money from my accounts. They have stolen my identity. They have put things in my name. They have the government helping them. So it's crazy to say things and try to dictate or criticize exactly what it is going on with my finances when they're the culprits behind sabotaging and stealing things and fucking it up in the first place. But anyway, let me just continue right here where you can see, because he's literally gaslighting me. My own father is gaslighting me. I want to tell you that shortly after this, I had cut him off. But he's telling me like, oh no, like he's saying, oh, you can't. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but he's saying like, oh, you can't go in there. I have to go in there to surrender it. And I'm like, I was there with you to co-sign the car. How is that even possible?
And then we'll take it to them.
So you can't even drive that car. You don't even know how to start it. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You can't even start the car.
Well, then instruct me how. What's the situation? You said something about breathalyzer. Like, let's go to the car.
Because he got intoxicated and pulled over and got a ticket.
Okay. So here's my car right here. He's not giving me my keys. He's not giving me the keys. So I'm just going to have to call. He's not going to give me the keys. Something about a breathalyzer. Don't see anything with inside the car. So...
Oh, he was pissed. And he called me out my name.
So blow into this little contraption. And then when I hear a beat, suck out.
You'll hear a click.
I hear a click.
You'll hear a click. When you hear a click, suck out.
And press OK?
Press nothing. do it wrong, it's going to tell you to retest, and then you have to press OK.
So I was like, okay, so here's the car. I'm like, yo, so that was the car that I had co-signed for him. I was just like, all right, so here's the car. I was just like, all right, well, here's my car now. So you will get it back. I had left it in the car. I left it in one of my parking spaces, and then I had used my car. My car was my car at the time was like a 2-seater, one of those 2-seater Pontiac sedans kind of situation. So while he was doing that, and he was going to pay for it. Supposedly he didn't have $1,500 to spend for that, but he had money to go ahead to Atlantic City and for a hotel and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, bro, like, are you doing? But why would it's just like it's a principle. It's really the freaking principle. So yeah, supposedly he had a breathalyzer on there, and I had to like learn how to use it, and then boom, I just needed it in order to put it in the parking space so he could pay for it. And then eventually, he never made any payments for it, and my credit went down considerably, and I ended up paying that off. And then I was like, okay, well, this is ridiculous. So I just surrendered the car because it wasn't useful. I didn't need it. I had to pay it off because they had already like even surrendering it is bad. Like you still have to worry about paying off that balance. So to get it off of your credit score. So I finally got it removed off my credit report. But it's still there. It was still there, but it was like but once you pay it, like even that's noted. So and then it was in default. But they never updated it. This is so fucked up, bro. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. And they eventually took it off after the 7-year mark. So boom, boom. I have my cell phone too that I also want to show you that. So I want you guys to remember this because this will be the conversation between him, my brother, and my sister in regards to me cutting him off. Because during that time, I was like, don't talk to me. I was mad at you. I didn't cut you off then, but it was just like during that time I was mad at you. I don't want to talk to you. Like you are just you call me on my name and you were just being really malicious for shit you did. Shit you did. So he started slandering me. He started like talking about, oh, I'm so bad. I'm so like, I'm so mean to have taken the car away, and you had to inconvenience yourself to try to find a way to work. I'm just a horrible daughter right now. How could I? This, that, and the third. Oh, I'm so awful. Um, Changing my fucking character. And he kept calling me and leaving me messages. And I'm just hearing about like, some of the trashy things that were going on behind my back. So I'm just like, stop that. Stop that. And I just lost all patience once my siblings started to kind of publicly put out there like, oh, like why don't you like, talk to the family or something like that. I was like, no, we're done. Like this is enough. And then happened to later on find out what they were doing maliciously and how they have money to fucking watch me. Mm-mm. I'm just gonna give you some time to, go ahead and hang yourself with this information because once I use the phones and show it to you verbatim and then I show you how authentic it is and stuff like that, yeah, you can kiss my ass. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Wow, 2 hours. Oh my goodness. But yeah, hopefully you can watch this in segments or something like that. I know you guys watch me like every day, all day, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I have get the cat some waters, give them hugs and kisses, and just get ready for bed. So see you later.